this one underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. After the filthy move, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown tie.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Give to the running back. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Get it out on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right. We're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great running backs consistently make people miss. And he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Moving away from pressure. Slings it downfield. He makes the catch. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Alabama pushing the tempo. A first down run in the red zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Milroe. Swings it out to the flat. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Striving for the goal line, loose football. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get in. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Right, great little run game. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism, when they get you in passing situations, they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From that spot on the field, this is the area that we expert commentators call no man's land. So the call makes sense.
You have to go for it. You're in a situation where you're in field goal range for maybe elite kickers, but dude, go for it. You're not going to have anything to lose. Field position will still be okay. You got to go for it in these situations.
He'll pull it on the read. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Up-tempo for the offense. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Love. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try the run. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Got it set up on the outside. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Just about set to kick it away.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Ford. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown Tide. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Back to pass. It's Leonard. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They'll throw it on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Let's go! On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, the ball squirts out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Off he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's 4th. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
The defense selling out to stop it on third and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the second level.
You're absolutely right. Third and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hole and show out the speed.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. To the air, it's Leonard. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio.
Notre Dame, 7.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Ford. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 30.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Line gets set, first down. On the run, it's Love. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Leonard. Unloads to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Fast motion from the offense. Power football with the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up to the completion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
At the 45 on his way. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on the...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Second and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Setting up the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Dances away. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got the back over the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Notre Dame, 14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 59, Notre Dame 14.
Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Fires toward the target. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Offense, quick tempo. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the fly motion. Pick up of 5, it'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Tempo and overdrive.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, saying to go for it. They trust the quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Trying to take it back at the 30. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown time.
Number 0 scores points for the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6.
14.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity.
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
And when you're faking punts, it's obviously a lot easier to execute in practice against a scout team when you get the exact look you want. But doing it against a starting return team or defense is a little bit more difficult. They're unable to come up with the completion. And now the offense is set up in great field position.